Welcome back to Amateur's Adventures, and welcome back to the upgraded, downgraded,
I'd say downgrade.
modified shack.
Annoyingly modified shack?
Yeah. So the last year was interesting, and among things was a slight catastrophe that hit the apartment.
Yeah, basically a water main in my neighbor's apartment exploded, and it was something like 800 gallons of water, I think they said. Basically got poured everywhere, and
We live in an apartment complex that's two-story stacked apartments, and
it would have been the top right side
Yes,
from
so
me, and
the one diagonal from him.
And yeah, when water went everywhere, water went everywhere. It came in here too, and I had a good solid 3 inches of water on the floor. Some of my stuff got destroyed. My beautiful 891, my Yaesu 891 is out of commission right now. I have to fix it because apparently when my power supply, which was on the floor, got shorted and it ended up underwater, it did something to my radio. I think it blew it out.
And that was the one we were using for POTAs too.
So that would be why I haven't been doing POTAs or basically any HF stuff. Well, that, and I haven't had a shack to do it in. But I'm going to try to get that radio fixed. But for the time being, we can still do HF because anybody who's heard of RC Forb, it is a program that you can actually link up to other amateur radios' equipment if they allow you to do this. And you can take control of their radios and actually transmit and receive and play radio. So I was fortunate enough to get somebody who's giving me access to 6 of their radios in Florida until I can get my 891 repaired. So,
and hopefully we can repair it. We're going to look into it and see what we can do with it. Who knows?
Yeah, and we'll make a video of it while we're attempting to repair it. Also, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be an Xbox console getting torn down and repaired soon.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that we got. The original Xbox that they said turned on, but wouldn't go past turning on. So that's all the information I got.
I am not a console person. He supposedly is demigod with consoles.
No. I do what I can. I fixed a few Xbox 360s and stuff that were overheating and things like that. But God, those things if you ever taken apart an Xbox 360, you know the pain of actually trying to open those things up.
It's going to be a fun repair video.
I don't know how the original Xbox the original Xboxes were. So we'll see how those were to take apart because I haven't actually taken one of those apart before.
Nice. So this is the new shack. I know it's a far cry from the old shack. I have no lighting. Wait. No, I do have light. I have lighting.
Some of the lighting that was attached to the walls got destroyed because they had to redo the entire apartment because water just came down the walls, destroyed all over there, flooded the entire floor, up some of the walls, so they had to tear apart some of the walls, redo all of it.
And I got light. That's now it. But
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, all the walls had to be done. I actually have footage. I have pictures. I have video from a camera that we had set up in here while they were doing the teardown.
And it was funny, what happened wasn't funny, but how it happened was funny because
Are you talking about the guy who got zapped?
No. I'm talking about how it all started because we were chilling over at my apartment. You can get to that
because that's on the video.
So we were chilling over at my apartment, and his wife calls up and says that his upstairs neighbor is having a water problem. Didn't go beyond that. So we come outside to see gallons of water just pouring out their upstairs door and down their steps. And we go inside, and they're inside with a shovel, pushing water out the door. It was quite the sight to see. Two people just shoveling water out their door, because the way the apartments are set up is the bathrooms are right near the front door. So the pipe that broke was in their bathroom, and again, gallons per second were just pouring out of it. They had the door closed, but even with the door closed, there was water gushing from underneath the door, and that's what they were shoveling out the door. And they're just asking for us to help, so we scramble around trying to figure out how to shut it off. Can't shut it off from in there. Then Jay remembered where the actual main shut off was.
Yep, but we couldn't get at the main because, unfortunately, the apartment manager at the time liked to leave and go on extended vacations for weeks on end without
I forgot about that part.
telling anybody. So we had to rip the door off.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a little bit of legal breaking and entering, I guess you would say, to get in there to shut the water main off. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But what was even more fun was when the plumber finally showed up, and I had asked him if he'd ever seen two people shoveling water out of their house in the past, and his response was actually yes. Yes, I have. That kind of blew my mind.
Right. I don't know if shovels would be the first thing I've jumped to, but hey, it kind of worked.
It sort of, kind of.
We say kind of because, well, the apartments were destroyed, so it worked that much.
Yeah, so that was 6 months that the shack was empty. They were doing work on it. Like I said, I have the video. We're gonna try to edit something together and see what we can get out of that video. But yeah, I remember one of the people that was working, he ended up sticking a pry bar in the wall, and he comes running over from his
I was in my apartment, and because I heard an explosion.
Meanwhile, I was outside. I came running in to see this person standing there looking really frazzled, I guess would be the word that I'm looking for, and confused. But needless to say, he blew the 100 amp circuit to the entire apartment. So
Somehow wasn't dead.
somehow did not injure himself.
Nope.
And then when I told him, "Oh, I think that's it. I think you actually blew the power," that was his cue to, "Oh, okay." And then he just continued on and ripped the rest of the wall down, like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we find these people.
Yep.
But anyway, the new shack setup is very, very basic now. I don't have my big screen that I had here, but I do have our buddies right here. These were featured in other videos. I got scanners. I got my local police I'm listening to. Local fire. Okay. Got my scanners. I got my VHF. That's still working. That wasn't damaged. Although, unfortunately, I am now running it directly off that, which is a power inverter.
Right.
And then the SDR that you guys saw in another video, the review on that.
Which for a clone works really well.
It really does. So, is there anything else we should hit on? Or
Trying to think of anything else that happened while they were building that might have been interesting. Any other pictures you got? Things that you want to
I didn't really
remember?
get pictures of anything, but I just thought that the whole building process was epically annoying.
A clusterfuck?
That would be a very Direct way to put it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a shit show.
Including asbestos in the ceilings. That
Oh,
they had
yeah,
to deal with at first.
We had
We
to
didn't
have,
have to, but of course, the construction companies did.
we had to have asbestos removed too. That's why, even though the ceiling wasn't really touched, it's a brand new ceiling throughout too. So that was fun waiting. What was that? That turned out to be like,
Yeah, well, that at first you just had to wait 2 months just for the asbestos team to come in and clean
yeah,
that out.
that's what I mean. Just the waiting itself, we probably ended up putting in 4 months of nothing happening during a 6-month period,
Mhm.
which was the most
Yeah.
horrible part.
Oh yeah, the entire process could have been done within a couple months, but they dragged it out from before the 4th of July. It was June sometime, I think, maybe May.
I think it was in May.
It was in May,
happened.
And then all the way up till December, it took them pretty
Yeah.
much because it was Thanksgiving.
We
They finished
didn't-
at Thanksgiving.
We didn't get it back until Thanksgiving. That was our Christmas gift. Was,
Right.
Yep. This is the new shack. The radio that we will be working with for the time being, unfortunately, is... I'll even bring you guys in for a little close-up. Is that right there. Not the upside-down Dell, but that is the radio that we're going to be operating through RC4 to do all of our radio games, I guess you could call it. So that's what I got, but at least I have the best mic for amateur radio.
Hey, use whatever works.
Oh no, that's a really good.
No, I know.
Jensen
I'm
mic.
saying more or less your radio setup just due to the fact that your radio got kind of fried.
Yeah, at least I can still play radio, so at least I could still make videos. And hey, maybe the first video that'll come out will be showing you how to actually do digital mode in FT8 through somebody else's radio.
But
On the cheap.
right. But hopefully this year we'll be able to get you a few more different videos. Radio is going to be a little bit lacking because, well, we explained the problems with radio.
We're kind of lacking in radio right now.
But we got some other fun adventures that we want to try.
Yeah. What about the new adventures?
I'm thinking maybe a Bigfoot adventure because I've got a couple stories, one firsthand and a couple other secondhand stories, along with some other just odd stories that can go along with it.
We also want to possibly go out and visit Strathmore.
Yeah, we want to take a look at Strathmore and maybe do a documentary around Strathmore because it's a really cool looking mill. We've done some drone flyovers of it before, but we actually want to go and take a look and do some research and see what the place was actually about and everything.
I think we actually have footage of it in our Fall Colors video that we did as well.
Yep.
And it's also the footage that you guys saw of the waterfall in our opening sequence.
Yeah, in the opening.
That was actually filmed at Strathmore by him, I think 3 days after he got his Mini 3 Pro. Never flew before,
I just sent it.
decided, hey, I'm going to send this out to where there is no chance in hell I'm going to be able to retrieve it if something happens. And it's excellent footage, though, and I'm surprised you got it back because I wouldn't have flown there. But what about fishing? You wanted to do maybe some fishing?
Just outdoor stuff. I want to go camping, fishing. I think that'll be fun. Maybe outdoor product review. I think that'd be also fun. A guilty pleasure of mine is laughing at infomercials that YouTube likes to give. So, or just shoddy products that are advertised. I think they're hilarious, and it might be a good idea for us to try some and make sure people don't use them. This is actually a cool one that he got. He gets the cool advertisements. I get the dumb advertisements.
So I got an advertisement for a microscope, a pocket microscope, and the images that they were just showing in the video that they were showing from it was insane. And even I went through reading what people were saying, and I ended up writing, and I go, there's no way that that came from this microscope. And the person literally turned around and goes, hey, the microscope's under $20 on Amazon. Buy it. If the images didn't come from it, it's $20. So I picked it up, and believe it or not, this is a winner for like a microscope. And
Right.
I'll even do a video on it at some point.
Right.
Show you, but this is something really cheap that I got an ad for, and it actually works really well, and you're probably going to see that coming into play during electronic repairs, because using that, I can actually zoom right in on the boards and everything.
Right.
And see every component,
Yep.
you know?
With a phone hooked up to it too.
Absolutely. Or I could even hook up the camera for the computer to it,
Right.
the way that I was doing it before.
Yep.
So, what else? Anything else you want to touch base on?
Not that I can think of. Off the top of my head.
We have plenty more cat videos coming too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna toss Binks out in the snow pretty soon and see how he does.
That's going to be interesting. I want to see that.
He's
in
literally
person.
never been out in the snow. He keeps looking out.
I want to see that in person.
He'll be on his leash though, because I don't want him killing everything.
And speaking of Banks, that is not Banks.
No, that's Salem.
Salem.
Aww.
Salem kitty.
There was a Fluffy kitty somewhere. Oh, Fluffy went out into the freezing cold.
Yes, Fluffy did go out in the freezing cold. There's a Fuzzy. Fuzzy kitty. I wonder if Fluffy went home.
I hope she went inside somewhere.
I hope she did. Him.
Because, yeah, it's like 2 degrees outside.
It's 14.8 degrees outside.
Yeah, without the wind chill. What's the wind chill?
14.
Oh, that's with the wind chill?
That's with the wind chill.
Oh, okay.
That's why I have both
Right.
weather stations set up. And that's also got an anemometer. And look at the wind speed. 13 wind. Now watch the gust.
25, yeah.
So yeah, it's a tidbit nipply out there.
A little bit. But we'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.